I would like to answer that this way. There's a process of satisfying hunger. And of course, when you feel hungry, what do you need? You need food. You need to eat food. But then when you look at food, it takes a lot of effort to grow food, to make food available to you. But the whole process, all the way to the point of eating the food and finally satisfying your hunger, begins with the hunger. Because if there was no hunger, why would anybody grow food? Why would anybody cook food? Why would anybody eat food? So it is the hunger. The method is to first understand that there is a hunger and not curiosity. You know, sometimes when you go by restaurants where they're cooking food, you smell the food. And your mouth may start to salivate, I'm hungry. But are you? Are you really hungry? First step in anything in life is to first recognize the need for it. A lot of people go, yes, I'm searching for peace. Yes, I'm searching for peace. But they do not recognize what their personal thirst is for. What are you really thirsty for? What are you really... What if somebody said to me, I'm not thirsty for peace. I just want to be content. You know what I would say to them? Good, fine. Because it is the name of the same thing. Same thing. Whether you call it peace, whether you call it contentment, whether you call it satisfaction. So what do you want in your life? Are you trying to fulfill some imaginary thing? Or is it real? Is it real for you that you feel in your life you need and you want peace? Once that is clear, second part, stop searching. This may come as a shock to you. Stop searching. Why? Because it's already there. It doesn't need to be created. It is not something that has to be made. You don't want manufactured peace. You want the real peace. And the real peace is already dancing in the heart of every single human being. You see, it's like looking in the right direction. The sun rises in the morning. It rises in the east. Does it not? If you're looking at the west, when will you see the sun? In the evening. In the evening. Not in the morning. And does it rise in the morning? Do you see it? If you were looking east, you will see it. You'll see all of it. You'll see a little bit of it to all of it. But if you're looking in the west, what will you see? The sun is not there. I see light, but the sun is not there. 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 And finally, at sunset time, oh, there it is. So look in the right direction. Look in you. You are the source. You are the source of that peace. These are the first steps, the very first steps. Once you take these steps, it all becomes obvious that you need a way to be able to go inside, connect inside, and feel that feeling.
Hello. Hello. First of all, thank you for coming today. And I'm a student of Mongolia. And my question is, you said, you mentioned that everyone has a peace inside themselves, right? And for you, you have already realized and understood who you are. So what's my question is, since you have understood it and you have that peace in yourself, inside yourself, why did you want to talk to other people? You can just enjoy it and enjoy your life by your side, right? But when you first talked about it 50 years ago, maybe, how was people's perception? I wanna, yeah.
Okay, very good question.
Thank you.
Have you ever gone with your friends or listening to a radio and your favorite song comes on? And what do you do?
We just enjoy the moment.
But you turn the volume up, don't you?
Yes.
When you are singing your favorite song, you want to sing it as loud as you can. This is human nature. To express your joy. That's the same nature that causes me to speak about peace. Because it is so beautiful. It is so profound. I'm not here to tell you that I never get angry. That's not true. I would be lying to you. It isn't like all of these things don't happen. But when they do, I do know what needs to happen. That being angry was unnecessary. That I didn't have to get caught up in it. That there's peace inside of me. And I can feel the peace. And I need to make more effort, and more effort, and more effort, and more effort, and more effort. And because it is for such a noble thing, I will make as much effort as possible. How did people receive me when I started speaking about this? Seeing a 4-year-old on the stage, they could not believe that a 4-year-old child was talking about peace. It wasn't that they were one way or the other way with the message. They just couldn't believe that the 4-year-old would be talking about peace. So there was a lot of disbelief, but still there were people who heard the message, who listened to the message, and those people who did were profoundly affected by it. I am not here to pretend. I've never done this and I don't ever want to do it, that I have achieved some perfection. No. You see, there is no more peace in me than there is in you. You have the same amount of peace in you that I have in me. I have been able to dig it. I want you to dig it too. Doesn't make me a better person. It doesn't make me a holy, I'm not a holy person. I don't wear saffron. I have not renounced the world. I fly airplanes. I have 14,000 hours approximately of flying aircraft. I fly jets. I'm type rated in Challengers, Falcons, Gulfstreams, Learjets, and a few more, Hawker Sidleys. I fly gliders. I fly helicopters. I restore cars. I enjoy making music, and that's something I had to learn myself. So, and I love cooking. I'm quite good at cooking. So, really, there isn't somebody here coming saying, no, I know everything, you don't know anything. Every human being has wisdom in them. Every human being has clarity in them. Every human being also has anger in them and doubt in them and fear in them. If you in your life can nurture, if you can nurture the good, you will have a crop. This is what a farmer does. If the farmer didn't do anything, will things grow? If a farmer doesn't do anything on his farm, will things grow? Yeah. Grass, weeds, things that you can't do anything with. So what's the difference? Why does the farmer make so much effort? Because if he makes the effort, then what will grow is edible. So, I hope you understand that point, that you have the same in you. And yeah, today, people, you talk to them about peace and they go, yes. In those days, people went, oh, that's strange. You want to talk about peace. Talk about money. Talk about all these different things. But they think if they say peace, that makes it okay. I know that's funny, but you look at it. Peace, peace, by saying peace, 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 peace. If peace can just come by saying peace, 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 you don't have to study so hard. Just go in your room and go pass, 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 and you'll pass, right? Wrong. If that was so easy, why do we have to work? All we need to do is go money, 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 and we will all have money. But that's not how money comes. That's not how peace comes. That's not how you pass. You want to pass, you have to work hard, you have to study hard. And then whatever the test will be given, hopefully you'll be able to pass it. And that's what passing is. And you think passing just coming out of the university is enough? No, then there is the whole world. They will throw their own challenges at you. You will have challenges all your life. In fact, the challenges that you're going to have after this university are going to seem a lot more intense than the ones that seem now. But it is your courage that will see you through. Okay?
Okay. Sir, you said to find peace within us, within ourselves. But my question is, there are some people who are very sensitive. Suppose we go to the worst part of the world where there is a poverty, where poor people live. While switching their situation, their living habitat, you get distracted. Then in that time, how will you find peace? That is my first question. And another one, today morning, while reading newspaper from my country, I saw one of the picture that was one soldier who got shot dead from the border. His body was taken to his home. While looking that picture, it brought tear in my eyes. So in that case, how will you define peace within yourself? How will you get peace in that case? That is my question.
Inherently built into every human being is the perpetuation of life. If perpetuation of life did not exist, we would have all disappeared as a species. Every species on the face of this earth is very interested in going on. It's natural, whether it's a cockroach, whether it's a bunny rabbit, whether it's a whale, whether it's us. Then the question is, how can we get so far removed for ourselves that we would actually kill somebody? It's completely anti-life. It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. But that's what happens. When you start to think about know thyself, that statement that Socrates made, there's a lot more to it than people realize. That if we did know ourselves, that wouldn't be happening. You talked about poverty. It is such a rampant disease in this world. Because of this, people live in the most deplorable conditions. They don't have food to eat, they don't have clean water to drink. But let me ask you a question. Who made poverty? We did. Human beings made poverty. You think there's a shortage of food? 50% of the food that is grown, this is from the American Army Corps of Engineers statistic, 50% of the food that is grown is wasted. Just wasted. You think people need to go hungry? No. Absolutely not. But they do. Every day. I mean, there are some in very, very advanced cities who do, but that's their own choice. They're dieting. But there are people who are not dieting and they go hungry. How is it that with all the wisdom that we have acquired, all the technology that we have, that human beings still go hungry on the face of this earth? You see, it becomes part of the same puzzle. When we don't know ourselves, weird things happen. And even in the face of chaos and disaster, and you can call that darkness, there is a lamp that is very brightly lit inside of you. Even then. Even then. And this lamp, amongst all the things that this lamp can do, it can do one more thing. It can light the unlit lamps. Besides the fact that the lamp can take away darkness, it can also help light the unlit lamps. And unless that process begins on the face of this earth, human beings will get more lost and more lost and more lost, even though we have so much more technology today. More people are dying today with all the technology, all the satellites, all the communication, all the things. There's more fiber optic cable that's laid out today than there ever has been on the face of this earth. There's more schools today. You know, institutions like this that are incredible. I was just in India. I was at one of the projects we have in Ranchi. And it's food for people. And people, you know, the kids from the whole area come and they get food. They get local food. They get food that they can eat. Now there are other companies or agencies that send them food, but they don't know what to do with it. So you know what happens to that food? That food is sold in the market as cow fodder. This is what happens. So we feed these kids. I was talking to them, and I said, what else can we do for you? What would you like to see? And they said, education is a problem. I said, why? Don't you have schools? says, yeah. 125 children in one class. No time to ask questions. If you missed it, you missed it. You're finished. And yet, you will hear statistics. They will throw numbers at you. They will throw statistics at you. But we have so many schools. Yeah, but what's going on in those schools? I'm talking about India. That's where I was. Institutions like this, they bring quality education to people. They take the time that the students understand. There's a huge difference. Huge difference. Of everything that you have said, one thing is obvious, that in every human being there's confusion, and in every human being there's clarity. Clarity is not being mined, confusion is. And so far this keeps happening. All these perils will exist. And there's no taking them away. You know, we're all waiting for the clouds to part and some angel to come from the skies to save us. Don't we all like Superman movies? The Superman will come. The Wonder Woman will come. And I say to people, the angel that can save you has come. And you know who it is? It's you. You are the most qualified to save yourself. Save yourself. In the poorest people, is there not happiness? Do they not vie for a smile and happiness? Of course they do. It's hard for them, but still. When somebody acknowledges you are alive, there is such a, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. When I was talking to those kids in Ranchi, here I am. I mean, it's nothing for me to travel 5,000 nautical miles in one day. And I ask them, how far is your area? How far have you traveled? Their world since they were born, 5 kilometers. That's it. Since they're born, that's all they have been to is 5 kilometers. 5,000 miles, nautical miles in one day. All I can say is, oh my God. I feel so privileged. But I wonder even if I can put on the smile that they had, because it was so beautiful. So each one of us is the possibility, whether we mind it or not. Okay? Thank you.
Hi, sir. I am a student in major in public and administration, and I listened to your speech, and I want to ask for be our student. We are only student, and without any salary or resource or whatever. I want to know how to share the idea of peace to another for maybe they need help. Thanks.
Yeah, very good question. Yes. When an apple is ready, how do you know? It changes its color. When a mango is ready, it changes its color. The best way to share a message about peace is to be excited about peace. When you're excited about peace, you shine. You shine. When you shine, people listen. You become a lit lamp that has the possibility of going and lighting the unlit lamps. So, I know you said you are a student. Please, be the student for the rest of your life. Don't ever stop learning. Don't ever stop learning. Learn, 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 learn. The more I learn, the more I realize how little I know. After 14,000 hours of flying airplanes, I always learn something new every time I fly. I've flown just about everywhere around the world. There's not too many airports left that I haven't been into. And it's even more difficult than commercial airlines because these airports are like, they're not even properly equipped. But you're flying there at night. I flew one time into Swaziland. First of all, I couldn't find the runway. It was so small, I couldn't find the runway. Finally, I found the runway. I was coming in for the final approach, and I look, and there's impalas and monkeys and donkeys on the runway. So I immediately brought the gear up and came down as low as I could, gave it as much power, made as much noise as I could, flew really low over the runway, came back, and the runway was clear. That scared them. And then I came in and landed. So it's always a challenge. And be a student and learn and understand and grow. But be lit. Because nobody can hide the light. No one. No one. No one.